Everybody, welcome back to what has been an extended week for the Dot Lot, as I have been getting over the flu. But here I am, voice intact, and I'm excited. I'm so excited to be back with everybody. Yesterday was my first day back to streaming after 7 days. Do you guys know I've been streaming now almost 3 years, and I have never taken a full week off of streaming. Last week was an anomaly, so yeah. But we're back. Here we are for the third episode of Dragon Age Vengeance. So thank you if you were over in chat. If you haven't already, hit the follow button there at the top. That way that you know when we go live the next time. And you don't miss a moment of what's happening over here. In addition, if you feel like you want to get saucy and make the Dot Lot an even bigger and better place, there are multiple ways that you can support. And for today's game, in fact, when you give bits or tips or donate to the channel, it fills that sword just there below Pro. And as it fills up, and once it reaches the end, great vengeance comes upon us all. Brought on... That's all I have. That's all I know, because the rest of it is on our lovely GM, which is the perfect segue because I'm going to pass it over. So passing that right along. Sav, take it away. Bring us in to today's episode.
I don't remember exactly what happened last game.
I do. Yeah.
Well,
Good, then you do the recap. That's what I hear. Yeah, if you wanna be all saucy about it, yeah.
I'll let you run this.
Okay, so last time we brought the lovely person back to town. We got lots of looks. There was a raven in a tree that was making eyes at me. Everybody was very, very upset that we had brought this person back because elves, non-elves. Murdy tried to seduce a blacksmith.
I tried to pump him for information.
Perfect wording.
I only got the information part.
Between the rest of us, there was some, going to an inn to raise some heck that didn't really get raised all that much, and visiting the chantry to kind of get some information and pass along stuff in case we died. Then we fled town and took a nap in a circle of wagons. And
it was their camp, the elf camp.
Yeah, their trashed camp.
Completely, utterly
safe
trashed.
place.
And I want to think we was snapping, and then there was noise that woke us all up.
Well, it woke us to. We were up in on watch.
Oh yeah, we were on watch.
And then they got woken up because wolves started making noise after, and then I shot one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you shot one.
Yep.
So we're going into combat, is what I'm made to understand.
Time to do a fight.
We're going into fight time.
I'm going to move you guys over to the map here, and you guys can let me know where you want to put your tokens.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. If I were a Murdy...
I think you were on one of the, on top of one.
I want to think you're actually right. That sounds right. Murdy's going to be on this one.
I think we were just chilling somewhere over here.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Taking a nap.
Yeah.
I was close-ish to you.
Yeah, they were real upset about us and that elf in town.
Yep.
They were, I remember, they ran us, okay, so it wasn't like we were like, oh, well, I guess we should leave. They ran us out of town.
I said we fled town, I meant it.
Yeah, we fled from a mob that had, pitchforks and fire.
Total fires and pitchforks, and we set part of the town on fire briefly with booze.
Oh, I used the last barrel to put a firewall between us and them. That's right.
Yeah. Rip our moonshine barrel.
Yeah, well...
Some sacrifices had to be made.
It's true. Murdy's not happy about it, but she'll take it out on somebody sometime.
Probably one of these wolves.
Yeah.
That was really good alcohol.
Yeah, right. Like, it's all your fault.
We could have drank that.
We could have gotten drunk at least once.
Yeah.
So, Eel, if you had let loose an arrow, I believe at the end of the last episode.
Yep.
And this one at the bottom here, where I'm painting as to where it ended up at. So I only took the HP off of that one, so I didn't forget about that.
Yeah, it was whichever one was the closest.
Correct. But I guess with that, we might as well just go and have the fun part and just go ahead and jump into initiative here.
Okay, cool. Murdy.
How do I roll initiative? What's my name?
I think it's dexterity.
I believe so.
It's
It's just a dex.
it's
roll,
just a
right?
dex roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
How's Murdy doing today? Hey, not so bad there, Murdy. Not too bad at all. Did it put us in? I have to manually fill it in, don't I?
Elif, so I have to add all these numbers.
I got
up myself.
19.
Okay. We should auto add it every
I know, I
time.
was just saying, auto, yeah.
I know, that'd be nice.
5, 9, 13, and 4. 17 for Murdy.
17
Yeah.
for Murdy.
10 for Olwen.
13 for Lalafrin. La.
You
Okay.
dexterous bastard.
Hey, can't catch me in the forest.
It's clobbering time.
Can't catch me if I don't stop moving.
Look, I'm just a human mage, alright? Cut me a break.
Yay. That all over. Okay, well, Elif, it looks like you're going to be the first one to act.
Okay. I am going to take another shot at the first person, the wolf that I already took a shot at.
Okay.
The music kicks up. I'm here for it.
Boom.
I'm ready to die.
That is 11.
So your arrow goes wide,
Damn.
sinking into the brush behind it.
Lame.
Do we see them?
Yes. You see all the red eyes and coming towards you now as you're all alerted to rouse to awake. Well, I think Marty's
Question.
already up. Question.
Between the, that's completely moved betweenable.
Mhm.
Word. Okay, cool. Then I'm just going to like duck in and put some cover between me and the wolves.
Okay. Sounds wonderful. Murdy.
Okay. Murdy here sees... Man, we are surrounded, gang.
Yes.
We might consider a huddle.
I don't know that we got much of a choice. Okay. Murdy doesn't have any long-range weapons, so she's just gonna have to do what she does. This guy here towards the south seems like the closest. So Murdy is gonna she doesn't get much of a running jump, but she's gonna jump down. How far can I go? Can I reach it?
You should be able to.
Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm looking at that now. I can't remember where my... Yes, I can. Okay. Murdy does a running fist attack,
Wonderful.
using her double attack with both of her fists. Okay. Alright, I gotta remember how to do this on this character sheet, buddy. Bear with. Let's see if this is correct. Rolling fists of brawling with the gauntlets. Boom. What a haul. Well, that's not a bad roll. 12, 13 to hit.
I believe that does hit, yes.
One fist to the face. 10 damage.
Okay. You also have 4 stunt points off that.
Yes, I do. Oh, yeah, and that's... Oh, yeah. Let's get those stunt points. I'm going to deal an extra d6 worth of damage.
Wonderful.
I'm going to... Oh, man. I can't do that one. I'm going to knock it prone. I want to just, like, face punch it into the ground and take it off its feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 2, right? Is that all? Is that what I get? 2, or did you say 4?
You have 4.
Oh my
so
gosh.
you
Okay.
do multiple things.
Well, if you want to knock it prone and do that.
That is the 2, right? So that counts as the 4. So those are the 2 things I want to do. Knock it prone and do an extra d6 worth of damage. So we'll roll an extra d6.
Okay.
So another 3 points. So 13 on that hit. And I get my second one.
Okay.
Boom. That one wasn't so good. That one doesn't hit. 6, 10.
Nope, that does not hit.
That's okay. I did extra damage last time. pummel it into the ground with my fist.
So, Murdy, you knock this thing down, and you are somewhat shocked as you see, as you're moving with your gauntleted fist, that there's like this silver trail of magic behind each time that you strike at it.
Oh, okay. I'll take note of that later when Murdy has time to process.
And for you, you actually are going to have one extra stunt point right now to use if you'd like.
Oh, yes, please. One extra. I don't have a missiled weapon. I can move myself or the target of your attack 2 yards in any direction. Okay, actually, I'm gonna take it. I'll move. I'm gonna hit it in the face, and then I'm gonna actually just move a little bit this direction towards this guy that's running in, south here to the southeast.
Okay. So again, as you're moving away, the silver trail just sort of follows you. Feels as if something has been guiding your strikes.
Yes.
Now it is the Revenger's turn.
Oh.
So one is going to move. This one that you pushed or you walked away from is going to move up towards you.
Of course.
And he's going to try to make a claw attack against you.
Murdy.
Okay. 6 feet. That is a 13 to hit.
That needs to hit my defense?
Yes.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Murdy.
That's a good thing, because that would have been stunted too.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like,
So the other one comes up, rushing up from your backside.
Right. That one probably does.
Yeah,
14?
14 to hit. That will hit you.
That will.
Okay, and you're going to take 9 points of slashing.
I laugh at it.
You laugh at it.
I go, get up! I yell if everybody's not out of bed yet.
3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that one cannot quite reach anybody.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. That one is going to reach towards Alwyn
Ooh.
and make a claw attack. Ooh, that's a
Ow.
Oh!
yeah.
Rude.
Wowzers!
Ow. To hit.
That is bad news, bears.
There's 11 points of slash damage.
Cool.
Cool.
It's fine. I'm alive.
Okay, good. That's all. As long as you're still with us.
Okay.
Wowzer.
Now use your actions to move.
Took me down by 1/4.
It's fine.
It's your turn.
So I have a quick question. Is the arcane lance classed as a spell or just like an attack?
I think it's just an attack.
It's just an attack, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like flavor as a spell. Okay, that's cool. Just so I know if I get any
Like the
stuff.
almost Eldritch Blast of Dragon Age.
Mm-hmm. You just like aim your staff and you go pew pew.
I am going to look towards the one that's directly in front of me, straight up, and I'm going to spin my staff and kind of get the metal end and scar across the ground as I do. Kind of bits of dirt pop up into this blackish form, shoot towards this creature. I'm going to cast my walking bomb on it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
10, 15, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that will definitely hit.
So it has to make, so let me do this properly. So it does inflicts 1d6 plus 1 penetrative damage while the spell is act in effect. Must make a Constitution stamina test versus your spell power each turn, or the damage continues each turn. If
Okay.
it goes to 0, it explodes.
So next round, I guess I will make a saving throw against that.
Yeah, so let me do that right now. So it does this amount of damage. We do. 6 plus 1. It takes 4 damage. I also got stump point. Got 5 stump points.
Oh, nice.
Nicely
So
done.
I'm also going to do. Let's see here. I'm going to use my mana as this kind of happens. I kind of spin my quarter staff around in this kind of arcane shield, like blue goes around me. So I'm gonna do mana shield, so my defense goes up by 2.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna do mighty spell for the last 2 stomp points, do an extra d6 of damage.
Wonderful.
Nicely done.
So that's only 1, but 5 penetrative damage on that one altogether. And my AC goes up by 2. So
Nice.
That's awesome.
More defense is always good.
Yes, it
yeah,
is.
I know, right? I stand ready.
I was about to say, considering the fact we're literally surrounded. We're at a disadvantage for all of you at home that cannot see the map. It's like us, them.
Us and 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8 thems.
Okay, I guess it will bring us to Olwen. You have one right at your face right now.
Yep. Ow, that hurt. I don't have anything I can do to really do a lot to him, but I think I'm gonna throw a vulnerability hex on him so somebody else can do something to him.
Nice.
So we sort of see Olwen spin her staff and put out her hand and make a gesture as the mana the magic starts to rise up to curse this terrible, terrible beastie.
Yes.
Let's see. Target number.
So, target number is 12.
Okay. You made your target number.
Yeah. So,
Target rich environment. Chat.
we
Yes,
are.
Silvertree, your words are accurate.
So until the end of the encounter, this fine pupper in front of me suffers a -1 penalty to defense and a -2 penalty on ability test versus spell power.
That is terrible.
You should have 4 stomp points.
Yeah, you did get 4
Yeah. So stunt points. I think I am also gonna burn 3 of those for the mana shield, and we sort of see the same
Yup.
blue arc rise up around her.
Nice.
So
That's just
hooray,
happens
more
when
defense.
you cast spells, apparently.
Yup. And I don't know if I can really burn the other one to increase the spell power. I don't know what that would really do because it's not an attack. So, I guess I just had an extra lying around. I think that's it.
Okay. Bring us to Ashara, who's going to swing around to Olwen and make an attack against the one standing in front of you.
Atta girl. Thanks for saving me.
Backstab. Let's see. I think she's going to hit. Yes, she is.
Yeah, dang.
Woo!
And she is going to do
Don't underestimate the NPCs.
12 points. She's going
Heck
to
yeah.
reduce slightly, but not by much. So this hexed creature takes a stab as it's rushing towards you, Olwen, and just catches it in the side. Black blood flow over Ashara's hands.
Ew.
Elith.
The one... I'm gonna keep shooting at the one that is with Murdy.
Okay.
Does this qualify as a backstab?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So that is going to be 16 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay. And that is 9, and then the extra d6 for backstab. It's going to be 12 total.
All right,
Nice.
wonderful. So as this thing is engaged with Murdy, it's lunging out towards her. One of your arrows unleashes and catches it in the side of the neck, just sort of splattering blood out the other side of its neck as it falls to the ground.
And Elith will just smile, wink at Murdy, knock another arrow.
Elith, why don't you give me, I guess, a perception real quick, if you don't mind?
Is this hearing or seeing or
I'll be
just general?
seeing.
That is going to be a
A lot.
13.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. Elith, even like in this combat, since you're sort of just focused from target to target, you down this creature, and as you see as it falls, the skin just sort of melts off of it. And what you see is a naked, prone figure beneath all this muck that just sort of slides off it like loose flesh.
Do they look elven?
They do.
Okay. Cool.
Never seen that before. Okay.
Oh, we gotta kill them anyways.
Sorry.
Oopsies.
My bad.
But yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay. Maddie.
All right, Murdy. Well, I guess I'm just gonna take 2 punches at this guy again. When it works, it works.
If it ain't broke.
Right? Don't fix it. That would be
Not punching
8,
hard
13, 16 to hit.
He definitely hits.
Okay, 8 there.
Wonderful.
And did I get any? Nope.
Nope.
Not this time. One more to the face. 11. That's 17. Excuse me. Yeah, that win for sure. Okay, another 9 points to the face.
Rocking this thing back and forth as it yelps. This jackal-like sound, this yipping sound. You clobber it and blood's starting to pour out the side of its mouth.
Does it go down, or does it need some more loving?
It needs a little bit more loving. So.
Great. I will love it to death.
I'm just gonna keep stealing your kills.
I know. Murray's gonna burn everything to the ground and go back and get ales. What's gonna happen?
All right. So,
Plan.
so as his head snaps to the side, you see it sort of like slowly turn back towards you and reach out with its claws, trying to attack you in return.
That'll do it.
That'll do.
That'll do it big time.
Okay, you're going to take 10 points of slashing.
Ugh, this guy. This guy.
This motherfucker. Right
It's
here.
this motherfucker. Just coming in here with his claws and his melting skin.
Alright. This is
Messing
gonna-
up my watch. Okay.
All the poor mages are like all stuck up with all the.
I know, I'm coming for them. Murdy's
It's
coming.
fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna curse literally all of them.
Yep.
One comes up. Ren. And let's see. 6 and 8. 13 to hit you.
That one over, damn it.
That includes your magical shield.
What about your
Yeah,
shield?
it's
though?
12.
Crap.
Okay.
I don't have any armor, so.
Alright, the
Blast.
11.
Oof, yeah, it's a meaty hit.
Me tickle.
Okay, this one here needs to make, what was it, a...
Constitution and stamina
Yep,
against
stamina.
my spell, which is 19.
Okay. 10.
Phew.
So I think it still failed.
Nice. It's gonna take another 1d6 penetrating damage.
Okay.
Does it take another extra 1d6 because of your stunt?
No, I think it's because just the
that's a
initial.
one-time
Okay.
thing, right?
Yeah.
I can see that being a bit broken.
Roll high.
Another 4
Okay.
penetrating damage.
So as you see this thing begin to walk towards you, it sort of shudders, and this magical energy like pours from it, and then it just implodes from the inside out, scattering across the ground.
As it scatters across the ground, moving 4 feet, takes 2d6 damage.
Wonderful.
So that's the other one. That takes. That's just 9.
That splash damage, though.
Right. So bits of Dalish just scatter through the other side of this other Revenger next to it. The bone penetrating deep into its flesh. And we have one here.
Smile.
And he's going to go after Ashara. And that is going to be a lot to hit. Yep, he's going to hit. And the Ashara is going to take 7. Minus 3, so 4 points of damage.
No, my love. I mean, what?
The other one's
Get over here and help.
I'm a little busy.
Oh,
So busy right now.
get hit again. Ooh, that was a
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it looks like we're literally doing like back-to-back battle mage bullshit over here.
Right.
Friend.
All right. Back to back.
Yes, so she takes
To back.
another hefty chunk, gaining some more claw scars in the side of her flesh.
Oh, I feel bad about that.
How's she looking?
Not terrible. Not
Okay.
terrible.
As long as they're on their feet, they're fine. The moment they,
As
the
long
moment
as you
they,
have one hit point,
you are
you are
I-
there.
technically fully functional.
All right, Lala.
So I'm gonna look at what's going on here. I'm gonna look at the one that's attacking, and I'm going to see here. Do I cast an explodey spell that could damage everyone
Do I engage in friendly fire or no?
there?
Sorry, Mom.
For the proverbial education.
Right.
No, right. It does a good amount of damage. So yeah, I'm gonna like look over to what's happening over there, and as I see they're in trouble, I'm going to Arcane Lance over at the one that's hexed.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So that's 10, 13, 14.
Yes, that will hit.
And then I do
Damn hexes.
1 plus whatever the bonus is to your thing. Which were hex damage there, Jar?
They get a -1 penalty to defense and a -2 penalty on ability test versus spell power.
Oh, I should have done the spell. But okay.
No extra damage.
Ha! I have.
Ha! I did it. Oh.
Why don't use this spell, girl? Exploding people.
Alright. So when you see this like magical blast come from over your shoulder and just sort of like grazes the cheek of this thing. Whipping its head back a little bit, but it's still standing in front of you.
Okay. Well, alright, so how does it, Ashara looks like she's okay
Yes.
so far? Alright, cool. I won't worry about being a Dacta. Well, hail. I have nothing that will work fast other than the vulnerability hex or just pew pew.
Or just pew pew.
Which of these two guys that's like up in our grill looks worse off right now?
The one that's hexed.
Okay. I will aim an arcane lance in the direction of that fine pupper. Ugh.
Oh, we said it was -1 to the AC.
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah. God, my rolls are so
you-
bad.
You just miss it.
Oh.
Damn it! Curses! Okay, well, that's all I got.
Okay. Alright, Ishara is going to continue attacking that one as well.
I just woke up, cut me a break.
Yeah, right. Like, we haven't even had coffee yet.
I didn't even get to that properly.
He will hit. Not doing wonderful.
Lost it. Where did I leave my glasses?
He is
Who
going
are
to
you?
spend- I think. Make sure I'm gonna pick the right stun here. I apologize.
Take your time.
I picked the instant death stun.
Right.
5 points. Did.
You die.
You did.
Like to use my kill skill?
Plus 5 to kill.
He is going to use a dual strike. And attack the other one.
7,
Oh,
8,
no.
10.
No, and she's going to miss on her attack.
Yay.
Okay, I am
I
going
still love
to
you, future wife.
so I can see the one down here.
Mhm.
And I'm going to take a shot at it. Does a 9 hit?
No, it does not. Unfortunately.
Yeesh.
Why are we so bad at aiming tonight, friend?
It's dark.
We just woke up.
There you go.
It is dark.
I have been up for hours upon hours.
That
didn't
instant
get a nap.
response. It's dark.
I'm
This-
from the city. I don't know about this tree stuff. Yeah, that,
Aiming is
Maybe I should
difficult.
I'm
I guess I
tired.
should turn on my wisp.
I was dead at the time.
I was dead at the time. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Punch him
Well,
good, Murdy.
Do a punch.
okay. I'm gonna do a punch. I am gonna punch, and then I have plans for this guy that's creeping over here in the bushes.
What's he doing over there?
I don't know.
He's
He's
a
not
Ronin.
involved in what anybody else is
Popcorn.
doing.
He's just like,
He's like,
what's
wait-
up?
waiting for it. So I have plans for him when we get there. Okay, punch to the face with
Oh,
Wowzer.
that's a hit with 6
Yo!
stunt
That's
points.
like a 20 something. Okay,
Which
with how many?
ones are available?
That's a very, very good hit. With, I guess technically you have 7 stunt points now.
Okay, so 7 stunt points. That was a crap damage roll there. So 7 stunt points. That's good. I'm gonna need those. All right, so that's the first hit. So we're definitely gonna take the D6. We will do knock this guy prone if I don't kill him. Hopefully, because I still got one more attack on him. Ooh. On the range, you must have a loaded or make a ranged attack. Question before I claim this: can I? That rock that's on the map next to me, can I pick that up?
Sure.
Great.
Of course you
Okay, I'm gonna use lightning attack to pick that up. And we'll use my second attack. Yeah. So that's 3, 2 for the extra damage, and knocking prone is 2. So that's the 7. So this is what's happening to the dude in the bushes. So hang on, let's get this extra D6.
Okay.
Extra D6 on that one. So there's 10 points for him.
Okay, he is rocked right now.
Great.
He's about
Well, this guy over here, I'm going to pick this rock up because Murdy's not just good with her fists. You see, she's only... other great thing she's good at is improvised weaponry. So she's going to pick this rock up and hurl it at this guy.
Oh, lovely.
Why not just hurl one wolf into the other?
I could also just hurl... do I have to make a grapple for that? I guess I don't have to grapple the rock.
Whoa. That's 7 stunt points, man. I think that's
Great. I mean, if I
more
can hurl one wolf at another wolf, I am here for
I'm
that.
proficient in wolf.
Yeah, so I am proficient. So I will grab it.
than- Sure.
This is an
Let's do
improvised weapon. So,
Roll to Chuck Wolf.
roll improvised weapon. It's not doing it. It's okay. It's only the damage that's different than my gauntlets, technically, so I'll just roll it this way. Okay, so 6, 10, 14.
That does it.
Great. Hit with critter. 7 points of wolf on wolf damage.
Okay, so this one flies over here. Smack into the one that's creeping in the bushes.
Yeah, it could go be weird. Yeah.
There's just here like the sick thud as skull meets skull. the, the one that you hurled just sort of like slides down off of it into a Dalish form, unconscious.
Great.
And the other one staggers back,
Cool.
sort of like.
Murdy yells out,
Good.
I'm a coming! Across the camp to everybody. She's coming. She'll be there in just a wee tad dwarf second. That's my turn.
Melee is so fun.
Look at this. Who throws a
Your
wolf?
fault for putting
Really?
wolves there if you didn't want us to throw them at each other.
Right?
So this one, after gaining its bearings, finally, after being chucked,
Oh, woof.
Oh.
will rush up.
Okay. Murdy's like, gauntlets up, like, come on.
I'll throw you too. Don't think I won't.
Holy, that'll hit. Wait, 5, 4 is 9. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so you're going to take 7 points of slashing. And let's see, I have 3 stunt points, so
1 bad news bears. That is bad news bears. What did you say? 7? 7?
yes.
Yeah. So I can.
7 minus your armor, whatever that is. And he's going to spend
Oh,
2 of those to go ahead and make a bite attack against you.
my attack.
That'd be 13 to hit.
13 to hit. Doesn't hit.
Okay.
It does not.
So its quickness sort of surprises you as it slashes across you, but you just manage to duck out of the way as its jaws slam shut in the empty air above you. Let's see here. We have the one up here. with our not apostate.
Go away, wolf.
Not apostate.
Okay,
That hits.
there's the hit.
Yeah.
And that will be
Yeah.
of damage.
Wow.
I don't like wolves.
How you looking? How you
I'm
looking,
good.
darling?
Like
I'm
an
still
elf.
good.
All right, one is going after
Got to be.
Olin up here.
Ow!
I think that's going to miss
Ah.
though.
Yay!
And the other one is going after Ashara,
Fight for you.
who
Tried to
is
take a chomp and
going
8
to
mana.
get hit.
shield.
It does not stunk at least. Ooh, it hits for 8 points.
Oof. Is she okay?
She's okay.
Okay, I know what I'm
More
doing
than
on my
one hit
turn.
point.
I would say if this was 4th edition, she would be bloodied.
I was about to say, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
great. That's a big indicator.
All
Great.
right. At the end of their turn, they've only got 4 views.
Alright. Taking this bite, I'm going to look at this creature. My eyes will flash with purple as I say these Dalish words, but backwards. I kind of bite my tongue and spit on the creature's body as you see like wispy energy start coming out, and I go into cast Life Drain.
Oof. Okay.
Wow.
Spooky.
Normal mage doing.
I know, right? So that-
Wow.
That's some
Yeah,
apostate
15.
bullshit right there.
Right? That's some apostate bullshit.
Wow.
Just
Yeah, it has to make a Constitution Stamina against 19, or it takes 1d6 plus magic.
Ken has.
It will fail.
Alright, so it's gonna take 1d6 plus 5,
Ooh.
and I heal that amount.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I believe in you. There we go.
Nice.
Ooh.
So
Ouch.
I just kind of heal back, and as I kind of finish these words, this blue energy I'm sucking it out of this creature, and you see my wounds heal back up. There we
Okay,
go,
Mom.
much better.
So you see its pallor start to change and fade a little bit as it's slowly reaching out towards you. The energy sucked from it. I believe you have 4 stun points to use.
Oh, I have 4. Okay, cool. So then I'm
Yeah.
going to, because it's all penetrating damage, so I'm gonna 4, right? You said. I'm going to use 3 of those to maximize free power, so an extra 3 damage on that.
Nice.
And then I'm going to see, I only have 1 left, so I can't really do anything with that.
Okay, so the extra 3 damage then.
Yeah, just the extra 3 damage penetrating, and I am healed to max.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So it's slowly reaching towards you. It's fallen to its
Okay.
knees, starting to slowly crawl towards you, and you just see the flesh sliding off of it as it reaches towards your feet, as the elven form of a body matches
I don't
its
know.
place.
I'm not at max yet. But I'm still good. I'm like, what's my health?
I suppose that will bring us to Alwyn.
Okay. Well, Ashara seems like she could benefit from a whole lot of help, so I'm just gonna reach out and catch her on the shoulder with my free hand and start to cast healing.
Okay.
And we'll sort of see the white blue light rising up around as she casts this magic. I think I will spend the full 3 mana points when I cast, so she can get back 3d6 health.
Nice.
Me. Do. Except my rolls are garbage. But, you know.
Wonderful.
I
1, 2,
mean,
3.
Wow.
It's not nothing.
Very true.
So some of her wounds begin to stitch themselves closed as the pink flesh forms. Is that the end of your turn, I assume, then?
I think so. Do stun points carry over turn to turn, or is it you earned each time?
You earn them, and if you don't use them, you lose them. So,
Okay.
But that will bring us to Ashara, who's going to still attack this one. It's Hex, so she does not seem to want to go down for some reason. I believe that's going to be a hit, though. Yes, it is. With 2 stunt points. She's going to do 7 minus 3, 4 points of damage to it. And she's got a couple stunt points to burn. Only 2. Oh, let's just go for the extra d6 damage. 5. Okay. So, Ashara goes into a minor rage there and just begins to jab this dagger again and again to the side of this creature until this bloodied form of an elf lies there.
Yeah.
Phew.
All right, Elith.
I'm going to take aim at the last remaining one.
Now, there's 2 of them, actually.
Well, the one that's by the majority.
Jesus.
I think 17.
Yes, that will hit.
So
So, question: when you get 3
this
of the
dude here?
same for stunt points,
What's that?
when you get 3 of the same, do like it all count?
We get a 4 stunt
Okay.
points altogether.
Mm.
Which one are you attacking again? I'm sorry.
The one by Ashara.
Okay, excellent.
So I am going to lightning attack to get a second one off after rolling my damage. 4,
Okay.
and then 9 to hit on the second one.
That second one will definitely not hit. Do manage to graze it, though.
And I'll just stay there. I'm
Okay.
good.
Murdy.
Murdy. All right. This guy is not done, so I can't really. Yeah, let's just finish this guy I'm already in combat with. 2 punches to the face. Pow pow. Except they don't make the sounds of gunshots.
Murdy does, though.
Murdy does. Bah, bah. 5, 8, 12? Is that right?
Hey,
Yeah, 12.
12 just hits.
Great. Just will work. We will take a just. An 11
Jesus.
points.
Okay, that definitely hurt it.
Okay, great. One more. Comes around for a 9, 10, 12 again.
That will hit.
Another 11.
Okay. So this thing walks up towards you, and you duck this bite as it's lunging towards you, and just and you just see it fall to the side. It is no longer of this earth.
Great.
Why did I join?
I start, probably on my next turn I'll make a cross, but I start like, running.
All right.
That's my tween.
I have 1 Revenger left. There's a lot of people. A lot
The
of people
last
here.
Revenger.
now the Revenger's in the target-rich environment.
All right. So many targets to kill.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
They are overcome with rage, so he is not going to flee, but he is going to attack Ashara. It definitely hit.
Stop that!
Oh, and a good hit too. 11. She is fine.
We're all getting really concerned about her, I'm gonna be honest.
She's really hurt, but she's still alive.
It's okay, I still have mana.
All
And
right.
with the power of friendship, everyone.
All right. Lalatri.
I am going to, with kind of like my bleeding tongue, I'm gonna spit on the ground and kind of twirl my quarterstaff with the bladed end and kind of slice down towards it. And you see the kind of the globules go forward and it turns this like black and hits this creature. And once again, I'm gonna cast Drain Life. Okay, boop. I think that hits 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has to make a Constitution Stamina test against 19.
Okay. No, I will fail.
So it's gonna take. I didn't get any stun points today. No, I didn't. So I'm going to do 1d6 plus 5 penetrating damage.
Ow.
That penetrating damage is nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No jokes.
11.
Oh.
So as I do this, the wisp come out, and we see a big kind of globule get sucked out of this creature as it goes into me, and I heal myself. Now I'm at
Nice.
max hit points.
Just had to top it off a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
I got HP to spare.
Who wants HP?
All right. Well,
I do.
how terrible is our lone wolf friend looking right now?
After that, he looks pretty pale and pretty haggard.
Okay. Well, I guess I will. I could just keep. I could just keep Ashara going, or I could zappy. We'll just go ahead and she will slam her staff down into the ground, and a bolt will fly from it. So we'll arcane lance it.
Got this.
10.
Oh, it's not going to hit, unfortunately.
Nope. I just suck at everything. It's cool.
No, you're great, Mom.
You don't suck at trying, which is the most important thing.
Look, the important thing is that I told the Chantry where we were going, so if we die...
They at least know where to find our bodies. Yep.
Now I know why you were so worried about us dying.
Look, I feel fine. I think you're open.
Well, get over here and save us!
Right.
So as Ashara has one wound healed on one side, she receives another on the other. Or staggers forward and tries to jab her dagger into the side of this creature's head. And she's definitely going to hit with that. Let's see how well she rolls. Not too bad. But not enough.
Damn
So
it.
she just leaves the dagger stuck in the side of his cheek. You can see it between its teeth as it continues to gnaw and gnash at her.
Okay.
Elith.
Alright, one more time. 12.
That just hits. And you get 3 stunt points.
8, and then I'm going to use the stunt points to give me another d6
Okay.
damage. So it'll be 11 points of damage.
Alright, Elith, how do you finish off the last of these Revengers?
Arrow right through the eye.
Wonderful.
Nicely done.
That's like kill cam material.
Yep. It slowly follows the arrow, goes right through. As the shard swinging down, it goes right through the space between the arm and takes out.
As your name etched in the wood as it like rotates.
Yeah.
So you see the spinning arrow penetrate through the eye, and as it moves around to the back, you see the back of the head of an elf now, point sticking out the back of it, and falls forward lifeless near Ashara's feet. But that is all of our darkspawn.
Are all the bodies are still laying around?
Yes,
The elf
all elven
bodies?
bodies now.
Oh, that wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, everyone looks terrible.
Elith is immediately going to start investigating the bodies, like looking at them. Whatever training he has gotten from the Grey Warden so far, he is putting into practice.
Okay.
Good call.
Olwen will turn her attention to healing Ashara more properly now that we're out of a battle.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna go over to Mum and future wife. I mean, Ashara. Are you alright?
Killed my family.
She's already got my approval. She kept me alive.
She took all the blows for me.
I'm like, yes. What?
She has my
fine.
blessing, dear.
So you do see that these obviously have the same sort of tattooed markings on them that Ashara shares. So they're definitely of the same clan. And they all carry the wounds of the ones that you inflicted upon them still. So Ashara store looking around like at her feet and wide-eyed and her lip trembling as the water, her eyes begin to moisten and tears drain down the sides of them.
Did you know them?
We're all part of my clan.
I was afraid of that. Here, sit down. We need to get you back in order. Thank you, by the way.
She seems to be too in shock to really answer you back. And perhaps a little in shock too, just from the blood loss of the battle. She sits down next to you, wincing from the wounds, sort of holding her hand over one of them as the blood begins to dribble between her fingers.
Olwen will put her hands over those wounds that she's sort of holding together, and that blue-white light will start to form as she casts healing. I'm going to burn another 3 mana to do that.
All these elves they're not breathing. They're dead.
God, that's so much better.
You could have done that in combat.
There we go. That's what we needed.
I could have used that earlier.
That's
geez.
healing. I swear I know what I'm doing.
Seeing Ishara kind of upset and like seeing all of these dead Dalish, the Lathrun is going to like kind of slam their quarterstaff in the ground and stick there, and they'll get their body that's like the 2 bodies that are next to them, drag them over to the one that was by me, and as I'm doing it, I'm like singing like a Dalish kind of dirge.
Hila's gonna help get the bodies together.
I was about to say, Murdy would start moving bodies.
And as we're getting together, it'd be like, so how exactly, what do we have to do for these?
I tell you that I say we can't really do it now. We're in a bad area, but put them down at the base of a tree, and when we're done, I can do the rites properly.
We'll move them to the biggest tree that I can find nearby.
Okay.
What kind of magic can do this? I've never seen anything like this before.
Have I seen something like this before? Before I left home?
I would say you probably have not.
Okay.
I would say that Alwyn, you might have an idea.
Yeah, can I consult the library in my brain?
Soak the bones.
Can I do a brain library check too?
Sure.
All that studying I did at the circle
Murdy's
surely has to have
includes
meant
no
something.
books.
It's all pictures.
It's all pictures and appraisal items. That's it. She doesn't have a library.
Yeah,
Hilas
would
are
it
just
be
really bad comics?
would it be fair to do a kind of an arcane lore check to determine if I know what the deal is here?
Yeah, in this case, definitely yes.
Okay. That is
Very good roll.
a number.
20.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's really smart. She's not good in a fight, but she's really smart.
So, with your training, of course, came with the processes of the Fade and the spirits that live within the Fade. Of course, that also entails demons. This looks very reminiscent of things that have been corrupted by a demonic force. And given their ferocity, given the way that there was no real planning to their attack, they just swarmed. They didn't give up. They just kept attacking. Your best guess would be that this might be some sort of result of some rage demon, perhaps, that has taken control of their flesh and animated them as such.
Seems to be what I was expecting earlier. This might be the work of a rage demon.
Yes.
Twisted them, turned them into abominations, possessed them, possibly.
Well, we've got to do something. I have rage. I'll outrage it.
Careful as you go with that.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
Well, we
Find
can't
way to
just
invite a rage demon.
Can we, like, calm it down?
No, I would imagine the best thing to do would be to send it back to the Fate where it belongs.
Oh,
Works too.
Rage demons will not be calmed. That is simply against their nature.
but we can send it back.
Yes. Ideally. Assuming we can overpower it.
Definitely try.
Well then, I think we would continue on, yes?
We were looking for a cave? No, we were looking for the ruins. Ruins, yeah.
Would you all like to take this 5-minute rest after combat to sort of
Yes.
catch your breath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit down, have a snack.
I think it's still probably dark out too. Like
Yeah.
the plan was to continue resting till daylight so that we wouldn't have to traverse the forest through night.
Yeah.
Something Elith would like to do is just take a look and see, without going too far into the woods, if these all came from a certain direction.
I was actually wondering the same thing as well. Maybe I could help with that in some way.
Since we were on watch in the first place anyways at the time, they want to go back to their sleeping. We can take a quick look at this.
Sure. Go ahead and roll, and we'll give you a +2 for Murdy helping out.
Alright. Seeing.
Yes.
Okay, that is 6, 12, 17, 19,
Wow.
21.
21. Wonderful.
Blah.
Okay. So the two of you working together, you begin to like trace the tracks. Murdy going to one side, you going to the other. You see where these things had collected just east of this camp and sort of fanned themselves around the main encampment
Okay.
to surround you. Looking off to the east, you can definitely see where the tracks had come from that direction. Come fast and heavy, actually. They were not slow in their pursuit of you all.
Cool. Is that the direction that we were given for the ruins?
It was, yes.
Marty says we could follow their tracks. Right, easy way to get there.
Once we get some rest, yes.
Right. Well, I'm not sleeping.
No, we're not. Not yet.
All right. Well, I guess Murdy, if we're gonna wait it out, we'll climb back on top of her, the one of the covered wagons to hit a lookout point again, and just kind of wait it out as we take a little breather.
Okay.
Elith will go and lean up against whichever wagon is like be able to be facing the direction of the ruins.
Okay.
And probably when I get up there, are my gauntlets still glowing?
It seems to have faded just
Okay.
after the battle that you.
The battle? I'm gonna ponder on that for a while in silence.
I think Olwen will retire to where she was sleeping, but she's actually going to be looking in her books and things that she's got with her to plan a little around handling a rage demon.
If Elith sees she's up, he's gonna like ask for advice on how to like get this, just like anything. So if she's like hiding it at all, like pretending to sleep, he might not notice.
No, she's just going to be sitting up with books and things.
So how exactly do you overpower one of these things?
Well, for one thing, you maintain your calm while you fight it. It responds to rage, and it is empowered by rage.
Good to know.
Murdy raises a gold gauntlet.
Yes.
What do I do then?
You can.
Can
still
you not
punch.
fight without anger?
You don't fight with laughter.
No, but I would assume you keep some sort of focus to ensure you don't lose your head.
I try to never fight with anger. It's in the way.
Oh. Gertie's, like, taking all of this in the concept of, like, not fighting with rage or anger behind their fist is not really, like,
How do you fight if
How
not
do
angry?
you fight without gruff? Like, it's just, like, I need to, like, really... She puts her gold gauntlet down and she kind of crosses her arms and she's gonna have to simmer on that one.
You can even think of it as almost a game or a little mental exercise. More mathematical than...
Like thinking?
Exactly like thinking.
Oh no, don't tell her that.
We'll work on it.
See, now look what you've done.
She looks at you kind of, again, like, out of the corner. Out of the corner of her eye, like, all of this is suspicious. You're all weird.
Y'all weird.
Y'all
weird.
weird. You're talking about thinking and not fighting with rage. This is out of her purview.
Pranking me right now? Is it prank? I'm pranked.
Stay psych.
Yeah,
Psych,
yeah.
please.
What did I wake up? Wake up, Murdy.
This is a nightmare. I can't
back
fight
the
without
wolf.
rage.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh.
Laughlin's just gonna take a branch and sit next to Ishara. Not saying anything if she didn't say anything, but they're going to start like whittling a I suppose like an elf as like a forest deity that would just be like a minor one, and just kind of like whittle it.
Ashara is still kind of stunned from what she's seeing around her, but sort of your presence sort of comforts her somewhat to the point where she moves a little closer to you and just sort of like lays a head on your shoulder. Her sobs have finally passed, and she sort of stares forward. You can see that perhaps there's her own feeling of vengeance that's sort of building inside of her. And I'd like to add to, and I should have said this sooner, the bodies of the elves that you all found, you did notice that none of them were below a certain age. There was none. They were all at least like adolescent or older, but also they weren't very to the elderly type either. That would you consider an elder among the Dalish? Almost
So
as if
basically,
they were
hale and healthy in their prime.
correct.
Ah, okay.
The angry ones.
The angry youth.
Video games.
Oh.
Nobody is sleeping, correct?
Yeah, I
not.
think we were going to just take turns and let everybody finish sleeping till daylight hits.
Yeah.
If you all are going to take a sleep, you can get 10 plus Constitution plus level back in health if you're missing any.
I
Boom.
am.
What do we do about mana? How does that work?
Oh, I don't have 440, no.
So I can go back up to all of it. Murdy can go back to all of it.
Yeah.
Taken 4 damage this day, so.
I was sitting there thinking, like, how does magic work in this game?
Regain by resting. For each full hour of rest, you get 1d6 plus magic.
Nice.
Ooh,
If you manage 8 hours, you get all of it back.
Okay.
nice. That's very nice.
You all will not be harassed further this evening, so.
That's a plus plus.
Oh, so we get
That's why
mana.
we play role-playing games, so we can have these fantasies.
8 hours of uninterrupted rest? That
Right?
is a fantasy.
Right?
Right? I don't even get that now.
What is that like?
Yeah, what is this 8 hours?
I think the last
I
time
must,
I got that,
I
I
must
was like
roleplay that.
I didn't.
horribly sick. What it takes to get 8 hours is be sick as can be.
Look, if what it takes to get 8 hours is to have the flu, I will pass on 8 hours.
Yep.
I will pass. Hard pass.
So you all rest through the night.
Mm-hmm.
This is your first time to actually get some well-deserved rest. With the first rays of light beginning to peek through the canopy of trees above you. Sure.
Oh, Murdy will groan and grunt and wake up and touch her toes. Oh, pat her chest. Well, don't de-daddle. Chop, chop. You hear the, like, clang, clang, clang of gauntlets as she, like, claps.
The Lathrun is up, which is like unusual for them because normally like they're like sleeping in, and there's just like this somber, like angry look on their face. That they'll just like hitch their stuff together.
Elith is
Olwen will.
whistling a happy song as he goes about his morning routine.
Owen is just solemnly gathering her materials. She seems to be fairly deep in thought. She's still planning around this rage demon thing.
And Ashara appears to be very quiet, reserved with all of her speech and her actions, trying to stay away from the bodies that you all had pushed next to the tree there. Sort of looking and gazing at them from time to time. You can kind of see her lip quiver.
Right, so I suppose we should get on our way.
I
should.
lean over to everybody. I huddle in a little bit without. Are we sure they're up for it?
If we leave them here, something could happen.
I would say the one thing, you have to be careful, because you were saying rage begets rage, it's a bad thing, so we all need to be very careful, especially those of us who have personal, like, point over
Yes.
towards her.
I know.
Yeah,
I've been watching.
good.
Wasn't she going to sneak in the place where she escaped so she can release the others? Use them as a
I believe that was the
distraction.
plan, yes.
Do you think she's still up for that?
How many more are there?
I think that actually might be a very good idea, if she can, because it'll keep her away from potentially...
I
At
like
least she
it.
doesn't have to fight others of her kind, I think.
Exactly.
Yes, that's the only problem. They could be guarded with more of those creatures.
Well, can we not use her back way in to instead of the front entrance? We could go with her.
I think that could be good.
If we can do so quietly.
May perhaps be our best option now, knowing what
But-
we may face.
I feel like they already know we're here. Those creatures.
If they
That
came
would
for
appear
us,
to be the case.
unless they were just doing a, a
They
sweep,
seem to be very angrily and purposely coming towards us.
so they know
Yes,
we're
but
coming.
think of how many they sent out after us. Now imagine how many might be there waiting.
And even if they
How
didn't
many-
send them after us, they're not coming back, so they know something's wrong.
How many were in her... Ashara, how many are in your clan?
She slowly looks over towards you, and she has her dagger just sort of like gripped in her palm. You can see her knuckles are white as she thinks over the whole ordeal. She says there was about 15 of us. Seven laid, or seven, it was seven, wasn't it, 8? I can't remember. However many that we just fought. Lay dead here. I do not see the body of the elder. A handful of the children. Nor do I see Harlan, the first to have gone missing.
So there may not be that many more to release.
And depending on the age and ability of those who are still stuck over there, we may potentially not have to deal with them if they're not what they're looking for.
If there are children, we should absolutely free them as soon as possible.
Agree.
Agreed.
We should go in the back way.
It's my
Right.
preferred. I'm sorry, I had to. I had to make the joke.
Mine too, Murdy says, with a little smile.
Elith is trying not to laugh.
What?
Shall we go?
Yes, we shall.
Let's
Yeah.
be on our way. We are wasting time.
As
Murdy's like, I already said this. She's like, love it.
just as we go, I kind of step back and kind of pull the Shara back as everyone's kind of going forward, and I speak in Dalish to her, and I'm gonna say, I understand what you're feeling. I lost my entire clan. I am the only one left of my people.
She looks to you and see a sadness finally fills her eyes for the first time in some hours. And I fear that I am the last of mine now.
It is okay to be angry. It is okay to seek blame. Do not let that anger consume you. Because if you do, then all of those who have died will have died for nothing. Seek to set things right.
She stares up into your eyes, and you can see that they're already beginning to well up with tears. She reaches a hand up to touch your cheek. How do you make it go away? The pain, the anger.
You don't. You just learn how to live with it. It changes like the seasons. It's stronger. Some days, weaker the next. You keep people around you who remind you that the world keeps going. And so should we.
I've never been without my people, not my friends.
And if she'll allow, I'll like bring up my hand and kind of put it to her chest and say, "You're never without your people. They're always with you."
She looks down and grasps your hand against her chest. Blinks a few times and looks back up at you. It hurts so much.
Then let's do something to put them to rest. And we can console ourselves later.
Thank you.
I kind of put my hand and then my hand to my heart and then my forehead and kind of bring it down. Of course.
She finally gives you a nice squeeze on your hands. Let's go. Sort of doesn't know what to do with them at the time being, and sort of folds them in her arm, against her arms and her body.
And
she sort of reluctantly nods and wipes a tear from her eyes.
then I think as the scene kind of fades, I think Olafra, not thinking of their family for a while, kind of looks into the trees, and as the winds blow the leaves, they see their parents and their younger siblings, and then they're gone with the breeze. And that's kind of how that ends, I think.
So we drift away from the scene, our feet carrying us east. So you start to finally hear the sounds of a river rushing, echoing off in some ravine not far from here. Trees part, give way to this massive ravine. And across it is a large tree just laying there. It looks like it's been hacked down almost.
Marty goes, the bridge!
As if
Dang,
from
you
the
could've
other
punched
side.
it.
Oh, and it fell towards us?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
perhaps
if we can find another one, you can punch it.
So perhaps the Revengers had knocked it down as a way to try to reach you all. And perched.
How
and
nice of them.
Right. And perched on it, you see about 6 of these crows that you'd seen before, especially Edith. I know you got a good look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just sort of watching you all as you get closer.
Do I get evil crow vibes out of these, or just...
I mean...
Vibe check.
Can I do
We
a
have
vibe
crows,
check?
yeah.
I can roll cunning.
I actually have a thing for this, actually.
Ew.
You've got like nature
Uh,
lore or something, don't you?
No, I have a spirit magic. You can sense the mood of an intelligent
Ooh.
being within 6 yards of you as a minor action.
Oh, very
I
nice.
must describe the mood in one word: angry, confused, happy, etc.
Hopefully, rage is
Crow.
not the word. My mood is crow today.
I'm feeling very crow.
Shiny? I feel shiny.
I would say that what you're feeling is reserved anger. Definitely a vibe that you're getting off of these creatures. A little bit more drawn back than the Revengers that you had just faced, but they're definitely watching you with great intent, watching all your actions, curious to where you're going, how you're getting there. And they don't appear as if they're going to vacate the spot.
I don't like birds.
Elif is gonna like hold his hands out so that the birds can see that his hands are not holding weapons. He's going to calmly approach the tree.
Okay. So Elith, you get closer and closer, and you see that these crows in particular look to be a bit more evolved than the ones that you had seen before. Before their skin had been almost translucent as if reforming. You could see the internal organs of them shifting as they moved. These ones seem to have a layer of scale that's sort of spreading out from their stomach, just under their wings, and even like from the top of their head, the dorsal, all the way down to the back of their tail feather. You see large spikes which have penetrated through the flesh.
These look like demons.
Are my Grey Warden senses tingling?
They look like they've been corrupted.
Ah,
Okay.
I see. So just like the wolves say, or those creatures that we fought.
Right.
Should I throw something at them?
He was gonna like move back away from the birds, and then just like move towards his bow and be like, "Hey, either of the spellcasters in our group, do you have anything that would like, I don't know, blow up a couple of birds on top of a tree?"
I immediately look to Lalathrin because
Just
the
throwing
answer
it
is
out
no.
there. Just possibly a couple of birds on a tree.
Are they clumped up?
They're sort of spread along the length of it. Maybe a couple here and there might be grouped together, but they're not all sitting in a circle like waiting for you by any means.
What? They're just crows, right?
No,
No, they're not.
No, they're
we got bits and pieces that don't belong there.
They appear
condensed.
to be corrupted.
Yes.
Evil
But they're
crows.
still in a crow's body.
That
Evil
doesn't
is
mean
not
they're limited by the way crows behave.
Yes.
Remember those weird wolf things we fought at the farm?
Okay.
If you don't want to-
Lalathrin, have you got anything you can do about these creatures?
I do, but there's quite a lot of them, and they're all spread out, and I don't want to waste whatever mana I have on these creatures.
Okay, Murdy has a plan. Murdy
Oi, go away.
Oh dear.
is just going to go across. She goes, I'm gonna go first. I'll spook the crows, and you can come behind me. If I get to the other side and they're attacking me, well, we can deal with that then, right?
What happens if like they lift you up and throw you into the river?
I'd like to see a murder of crows lift Murdy.
I would not like to see that, personally.
I kind of would, but
How,
You couldn't lift Murdy. Don't touch me.
I want to try now.
Don't touch me! I smack you with a gauntlet hand. I go, I'm gonna
how
go.
adept are you at swimming?
Let me check mine.
I don't think I am. You know, dwarves, they float. Sometimes.
Dwarves float armor? Not so much.
They fall too.
They
We
fall.
all float down here.
But, you know, Murdy. You know what? I am acrobatically inclined and I have climbing. So, you know what?
Sure.
I dare these birds to lift me off this tree.
Come at me, birds.
Come at me, crows.
Come at me, bro.
Murdy,
Come at me, crow.
Come at me, crow. Murdy puts her hands in the air and she hops on the end of this tree, and she's gonna just like, and she's gonna run down this using acrobatics to maintain balance and try to see if she can't like flutter the crows out of the way.
Yeah, give me that acrobatics.
Oh. 6, 11, 15, 17.
You managed to stay on the log at least.
Naruto running down this. Oh. Okay, so yeah, 17. I did it, hopefully.
Okay.
It's either Naruto running or like the scene from the Indiana Jones movie, Sean Connery on the beach, just.
Oh yeah, with his umbrella.
Yep.
So Murdy jumps on this log and begins to rush towards them, definitely moving from one end to the other. The crows begin to just scatter, taking off into the trees as she runs across the length of it.
I stand very proudly with my hands on my hips at the end.
Oh, I can't believe that actually worked.
all of us just are like.
Huh.
It's just waiting. Okay.
Oh, well, I guess nothing's gonna happen.
Wonderful. Jump on the log, make my own way across.
Well, I'm going to need
Right.
you to make me an acrobat.
Oh, Marty should be ready to catch people.
I'm going a lot more carefully than Naruto running.
That's
Okay.
true.
But that will be
Sasuke.
a 14.
Okay. It takes you a little bit more time, but you do manage to make it safely across.
As soon as I get to the other side, my bow is drawn, and I'm keeping an eye out for a murder.
And the murder is in the trees all around you watching.
That's my life story.
Wait, I guess I'll go. I'm gonna fall.
You can do this. You can do this.
Olwen will go most carefully.
I don't know if you guys have rope or anything.
I've got
Not
20
to
yards.
intrude or anything, but
I was about to
I've
say
got
I'm
20.
already across. Now I will wait the rope if I need to at the end.
Yeah, Elis will, like, throw rope, or, like,
Do we anchor to each side or something to just have something to
Yeah.
hang on to
Yeah.
instead of like
yeah.
Yeah, balancing. Yeah.
just use my staff as a
I have
balancing pole?
20 yards of rope, so,
That's 60
Okay.
feet. Okay.
yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess before Olwen goes over, we'll secure it on each side.
I
and
can even
she will-
tie it to an arrow and shoot it across.
Oh my god! Stop being flashy.
No!
If he gets to drain motherfuckers, I can shoot a rope.
I can shoot a rope.
These elves. All right. That's a
An 11.
yep.
Wasn't 10?
With the assistance of the rope, you shakily, but do manage to make it across.
Sweet.
I'll be the last one across.
You and your girlfriend.
I was about to say yeah.
You done my girlfriend, okay?
Not yet. I haven't even asked officially. She didn't check the X box, man.
We didn't.
She hasn't
They gave her the
replied.
note. I'm still waiting.
It's not lunch yet.
You like me? Yes. Oh,
Sorry,
yes.
you can't take Birdie anywhere.
Yes or hell yeah.
What's
Hell yeah.
Dalish for yes?
Oddly, it's just yes.
Ooh. I got 4 stun points though.
8, 10, 10.
That will be enough.
So my stun points to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, yeah.
She dexterous as fuck. Okay, so you all managed to make it to the other side.
Okay.
This walking of birds high above you right now.
I'm gonna attempt to get back as much of my rope back as possible.
All right.
My gut tells me these crows are watching.
My eyes tell me that.
Well,
seems to be the
you
case.
can't trust dwarven eyes. She says, trying to convince herself of the fact. What I'm saying is I don't think they're here to attack us. I think they're gonna let whatever know we're coming.
I mean, we could
Either
just
that or something is watching through their eyes.
poof them.
Yes. I think they've been watching us since the farm.
Seems to be the case.
Makes sense why they knew we was sleeping.
Yes.
That being the case, we should
Shoot 'em?
Expect to be expected.
Or we can
Which
shoot 'em.
means maybe slipping in the back door.
Is there any point at this stage?
Are you gonna shoot all the crows? How big is this murder?
It's about 7 right now.
You may want to conserve your arrows. We're going to need them.
Might still like 40 arrows.
I think
We don't know what awaits us in there.
it actually may be smarter of us to split. Let her do the original plan of going in the back door. So that the crows don't see her coming.
And if any of the crows try following her, we could shoot them with arrows.
And then you can shoot the crow.
But the crows are just going to split off once we go into the forest. They already know we're all together.
Indeed.
I
they-
think
I
at
don't
this
think there's a
point-
point in at this stage to split up. We'll only be weakening ourselves.
I turned to her. Do they know the door is there? Or this way in?
Sort of shrugs. I have no idea. I was just escaping with my life. It was a large blur. I know that the main entrance appeared to have been dug out long ago.
Did the crows... Have they been following you?
She nods slowly. All the way to the farm that I remember.
So see, they're not following us.
Well, they might be now.
Am
Either way,
I the one that's being followed? Am I
Potentially.
endangering you all?
Not so much the second half, but maybe
Nope.
the first half.
Nope, no danger here.
not
We're all going to
necessarily.
be in danger.
I'm pretty sure we're cheerfully running out headfirst into it.
I think what we're trying to say is if you got out, whatever's in there is looking for you. And now is looking for us.
Simply put, surprise is not on our side.
No. You should just go there and greet it, I think.
I agree.
Agreed.
This is why I thought maybe we go in the front door and she goes in the back. Let the kids out.
You don't want to leave
Perhaps
her.
we all go in the front, and once we're engaged, she can find her way to the others. What do you think, Ashara?
I'm willing to try.
You know the inside better than we do.
I know some
We
of
will
the
keep them
inside.
busy and catch you up.
And that way, if they don't know about the other way in, out, then they won't be guarding that as much.
It's true.
As if we went in through it.
Indeed.
The way we have
It
a way
leaves
out.
us a way out.
Yes. I like this plan.
Me too. Much better. Thank you, crows. I yell up to
You
him.
can still just go away.
So
Onward then.
Onward and potentially upward. I don't know the geography of where we're going.
Downward, I think.
you said the entrance was dug out.
The main structure has collapsed long, long ago.
I see. And she says it was dug out long ago, or the digging out is new? It collapsed long ago. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my...
Correct. Whoever had dug it out before she was there. That's all she can tell you.
Got it, okay.
Probably bad use of words on my part.
No, you're good. I just want to make sure, because I'm trying to decide, like, this rage demon doesn't dig. It
I mean-
simply found this place.
Angrily dig.
It may have arisen deep below. Could have been there for who knows how long.
Well,
And
we
then they
did
found it.
find. Yes.
And do we know what was there before? The rage demon.
We found the dwarven ring that most likely is a link to a chain.
Might have been something chained up down there.
Might have been the rage demon.
Yeah.
That seems most likely. They probably tried to seal it after somebody summoned it there.
Probably who
Or
dug
some
it out.
power attracted it.
Yes.
I vote we go kill it calmly. Get rid of it.
I don't understand these words you put in sentences together. They don't go together.
If we destroy it here, it will return to the Fade, which is where it should stay.
Just don't get too angry.
But if it was something that was sealed, that means it's probably quite powerful and difficult to send back, so we should be prepared for quite a fight.
Oh, I'm ready for a fight. I just want to make sure it's a fair one, because I feel we're at a bit of a disadvantage.
It's been pretty much my life.
Did you think of any ways to send it back?
Well, if we weaken it, might be able to open the way as long as there's sufficient residual energy from the Fade about there. We could push it back through, perhaps.
Ooh, I like this plan.
Just be careful, because if we open a way to the Fade, that is a door. They can come in or they can come out.
I see.
Yes.
We will have to act quickly.
Quickly.
Great.
Once you've got it open. How long will it take you to open?
If I'm to do it, I will be occupied the whole time. You all will need to take care of the fight.
Great, so you need a safe place, and we need a distraction.
We need to explode something. If only we still had that booze.
And
Well, can't harp on spilled beer.
we may also be fighting something that isn't just a rage demon. And I pull out the drawing that Ashara made. Remember, there was weird blood rituals happening there as well.
My fear is that we may be dealing with an abomination rather than simply a rage demon.
Fun.
So, other than, say, staying calm, which... What else can we do? I feel like we're walking in, like I said, a little, at a disadvantage.
Well, is there anything in particular I might know from my studies of how to defend against them or deal with them specifically?
We definitely have the emotion part already down.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go ahead and add that just from the lore that you know and what's happened in the events in the last day or so, you're starting to connect with the fact that Ashara had been the one who had been sought after, that you guys had made that conclusion on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashara had also had the link with her,
Mm-hmm.
which might be something that could be used to
useful.
seal.
Ah. Okay. Who has that? Murdy has it.
Yep.
I have it. On my belt.
Nerdy.
Mm.
That link. Let me have it.
Oh. Okay, she like unstraps. She's probably got kind of wrapped her body, and she unstraps it, hands it over.
This might be useful in dealing with the creature. If it was part of the seal before.
Mm. Oh, somebody took it off.
Yes.
Indeed. If nothing else, if we cannot push it back through the Fade, we may be able to at least imprison it again.
Mm.
Yes.
Well,
I shall prepare for both.
I feel like I wish there was something Murdy could do, but I can push it.
You can.
We'll fight. We'll fight.
Be mindful. Rage demons tend to be a bit fiery. Don't get yourself burned.
Haven't done that one
Well,
before.
that's a new piece of information nobody told Murdy.
Have you ever seen one before?
No.
Consider yourself lucky.
We will have soon, though.
Murdy's always lucky. She like pounds her fist a little bit, peps herself up.
So is Maddie.
Olwen will keep that. She'll wrap up the link and keep it in her robes and sort of keep a hand on it.
You see some of that residual silver dripping from it. You sort of wrap it up in cloth and just tuck it away.
So
In through the front, I think.
in through the
Yep.
front. I must insist I go first.
No insisted needed.
Yeah, Murdy's like, great, and she kind of clicks her
I
heels.
don't imagine you will find any argument.
That's the least she can do is be a shield. Murdy kind of clicks her heels as she. I guess we followed the tracks, right? We had set on the tracks. Great. I will look to. Yeah, I'll look to make sure that we stay on track and look to Elith and make sure that everything's we're actually gonna get there.
Sure.
Elith will be keeping an eye on the things for tracking as well, just in case.
Okay. So your group puts the river behind you as the sounds of it rushing start to fade. The crows leave the trees, screeching terribly, this hellish sound as they rise up into the air. And from the sound that they make, it appears that they might be heading off towards the east.
Elith screeches back slightly,
You speak Crow?
fluently.
Well, that would have been handy. She kind of butters
Well,
under
they
her
lie
breath.
all the time.
You all descend into the brush, which seems to be a lot heavier, a lot thicker here, as if no one has really passed in this area in some time. Aside from the broken branches that the Revengers probably had made on their way through you all. It's slow going, but a couple hours later, you do manage to find yourself once again coming upon a clearing. A large cliffside with a small but ruined keep sort of jutting out from the side of it. Appears it was several stories tall at one time, and now it just seems to be a layer of broken gravel and twisted remains of what was once a building. To the front of it, you see it appears to be mounds of dirt and loose rubble, and one hole descending deep into the earth.
Well, this matches the description.
Are there any
Must be our
figures
entrance.
on the walls or anything, or like above
There-
ground?
There is no living creatures around here aside from you might see one of the crows here and there perched atop of the cliff edge on a tree somewhere, sort of
Aye.
looking down in your all's direction.
Okay, cool. Right. In we go.
Yes. Underground. My favorite.
If we peer over, does it drop down? Or are we gonna need to like climb into it?
Or is it like a incline?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's an incline. It's not
Okay.
super steep. It might be like 30 degrees, enough to where you can get some footing as you're going down. And what kind of strikes you odd is this is a mixture of dirt and clay. And what you see around you seem to be boot prints in the clay itself, as if someone was moving around here at some point. And you see what appears to be broken instruments that might have been used to dig.
Recently, like how recently? I guess maybe that's a better question.
You would guess it might have been maybe a couple weeks, maybe.
Okay. It's not
maybe-
something
maybe-
that's super fresh.
Right. But the clay itself is such a dense material that it holds on to the footprint a lot longer. So you can definitely tell that it was a demi-human of some sort,
Okay.
most likely.
Oh,
Do they lead into like into
Event-
and out
eventually-
of?
It looks as if, as you backtrack a little bit, that there was one set of footprints going into the area, may have rummaged around to start digging at this area, and most likely descended inside.
Okay. All right. I'll go first.
Elith is very close after Murdy, bow out.
All right.
So
Imagine
yeah,
Olwen's probably somewhere in the middle.
I'll put just a tad bit of distance just to in case I set off a trap or something. I'll be first one in first line, but yeah, I'll go ahead and scout it out.
Sure.
Make sure it's clear and safe for everyone.
And the
Do
shark
we
will
want a light?
back.
Because I can summon a wisp.
I'm guessing it looks dark, even though it's daylight here.
Oh yeah,
It will get very dark.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Olwen will summon the wisp at her.
Nice.
It hovers above her shoulder, and it casts like basically lantern light. So
Okay. Yeah.
Before you do, Lalafrin will fall. Just fall.
Yeah. There's like a goof.
Lantern, are you all right?
Damn stupid underground every
She'll
damn
extend her hand
time.
and pick them up.
Somehow it happens every single
Dust
time.
them off, a little bit of mom spit.
Yeah. I was like,
Fine, no. I'm trying to be cool.
You're always the coolest to me, dear.
Oh.
I'm not fix I'm cool.
Does that make you cool or uncool?
right? Yeah.
Say I'm cool or I'll explode you.
So you all descend further down with the light now helping and aiding in your vision. What you see on either side of you seems to be stone walls made of brick. Definitely looks like it may have been part of the keep at some time. Maybe it had been above ground before. You're not sure how ancient this place has been, but eventually the descent itself begins to move away from loose earth into stone stairs, and you keep following them about 15 more feet down, and you see what appears to be an opening ahead of you. With a little bit of light you have, you can tell that there's a slight curvature to the room ahead. Not a whole lot of actually what's inside of it per se, though.
Okay. But no traps, nothing that seems to like catch my eye that we could get like. Marty does that thing where she like puts her toe forward and like tests the waters that aren't there, you know, and kind of moves forward a little bit, just taking it kind of step by step, I guess.
Sure. Go get me a perception scene.
Okay. Don't have that, so here we go. Hey, that was
Hey.
just good luck. Like I said, Murdy's lucky at a 15.
Okay. You slow your pace and begin to gingerly descend, keeping an eye out. You see some loose stones on the stairs themselves, but nothing that you could constitute as a trap.
Okay. Looks clear, I think.
Wonderful.
I'm going to go ahead and move to the bottom of the steps.
Yep, stay close.
Wonderful.
Watch your footing.
Walkie walk, walk, walk.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna go basically as far as we can go, I guess, until I see something of precariousness.
As soon as we get into the big room, Hila does want to do like a quick scan, like especially around the edges.
Okay.
Okay.
So you all descend into this massive chamber. It looks to be probably about 25 feet really in diameter. And it's a round chamber. What you see before you are a couple of tables that have long since disintegrated. Some loose earthenware and platters and eating utensils laying scattered across them. And some bookshelves with rotting books. Some of them have just completely collapsed and their pages are splayed across the groundworks beneath them. Other than that, you don't see a whole lot extra in this room. You do see what appears to be a door slightly ajar off to your east.
I point to the door to make sure everybody sees it. The table and utensils and stuff you said, it looks in disarray. This is part of the ruin piece of it, right? It doesn't look freshly set or used.
It appears to be that way.
Okay.
And all we're going to make me perception. It would be hearing focus if you have that.
Nope. Just 9.
11.
11.
Well, okay.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Bad.
9, 8, Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Good.
A little 12, eh? What do we got? 12.
Okay.
I
That's
am
probably
-1 to my eyeballs.
that would probably be worthy
I am
of
oblivious.
pro.
I don't imagine that Olwen is being particularly perceptive at this moment. She's very occupied with her thoughts.
Uh-huh.
So, Lamathrin, you hear just these very, very muffled cries off to the east beyond the small yawning of the door. Um, and even from here, you get the sense of the dialect of the Dalish pleading out for mercy, for food, for water. Um, not quite sure how far in they would be, but you of all the people here would at least understand the words that are being cried out.
I kind of say in a hushed tone, there, over there in the east. I hear them. They're crying out.
The children?
The others?
I don't know, but they're Dalish. And they're crying for food and water.
At least they're not crying out in pain. So that means they're not being like actively antagonized probably at the moment. So we might be able to get them and get out.
So you
Get
just
them
want to
somewhere
take them and go?
No, get them somewhere safe first before coming back to deal with the evil demon.
It's true. If we could just get them free, take them out.
Yes.
Okay.
And if anything attacks them, they should wait by the river. If anything attacks them, they could just jump into the water and ride it down.
As long as there's not a waterfall.
Marty ignores the worst case scenario, and this kind of points off to the east. There's like a hallway or something that goes that direction and exits out towards the east, or is that the door?
There is a door that's just barely slightly ajar where you can't see it from here, what's inside.
But that's where Lalathrin heard the noises coming from?
Correct.
We should
Felix
get
is gonna move stealthily
Hmm?
up to the door
Okay.
and see if he can get some better perceiving near it, listening, get any information.
Okay.
We join in that as well.
Sure.
Murdy's not.
What do I hear?
So, do you want the stealth check?
Yes. Go ahead and give me a start.
So that is going to be 14 for the stealth.
Wonderful.
Mine's less impressive. Just-
And 14 as well for perception hearing.
Okay. So the both of you slowly make your way up to the door, listening closer. The sounds are definitely not far, what you can tell, as you get to better reception from the doorway, the echoing down the chamber itself. You do hear a mixture of different pitches of a voice. Some sound more aged, and others sound definitely more juvenile, childlike, just in pitch and tone. And Lalathrin, you definitely still hear like the cries for the children, or cries for their parents, cries for water, cries for food. Definitely people who are struggling and in pain.
Gonna
Go in
peek
there.
through the door.
What's that?
Gonna peek through the door.
You're gonna peek through the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you opening it any further or just peeking?
If I can see through it without opening it at all, I am going to do that.
Okay, so you peek through the small crack that is there, and what you really see is just more wall. Seems as if a passage is going down.
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna turn, motion that we move back to the rest of the group. Let everybody know. It looks like it's just another passage down there, so we should be good to keep heading down there.
We should move with some stealth.
Yes. It would be best if we try to do this a little bit quieter, just to not alert anyone.
Stealth is just dex, right?
Yep.
Hey, 17
Nice.
from Birdie.
Wonderful.
Nice.
It's 11 for Eva.
Okay.
Well, some of us are.
Like,
Yeah. So his staff's just going off the stones everywhere it can.
Scraping.
Yeah.
Lift it up.
Sparks. Okay. So you all have gotten closer, I suppose, to the door. Who's anybody going through now, or?
Yeah.
Elith will open it up.
Yeah.
Elith, you grasp the handle and tug and hear a snapping sound. There's a wire at your feet, breaks from the pressure that you've placed upon it. And high above you, you see a mix of rusted weaponry and steel that begins to cascade down upon you.
This is fine.
Can I grab them? Can I make a reflex to try to grab them and pull them out of the way?
Sure.
What do I have for that? Nothing! That's just a dex.
And that will be a dex.
6, 11, 12, 13.
13. You manage to grasp Elith just in time to yank him away from the door as this twisted metal just resounds off the stone where he once stood. You see sparks flying up in the air as it reaches the floor itself. And that loud tinging noise that echoes to the chamber behind you and now the open hallway ahead of you.
Right.
And deep within it, you hear a single growl that seems to shake the very stone itself, with dust motes filling the air now ahead of you and a little bit of light from Olwen's spell.
Well, we're not quiet anymore.
Nope.
And I think, given our time, that's probably the best place to go ahead and end this for today.
We're gonna stop here today. Awesome. That's perfect. Just in time for us to be caught as we enter our first doorway. Well, so we have one more game left of Dragon Age Vengeance. I actually have to chat with the cast. I'm unsure if it's gonna happen next week or the following, but we're gonna figure it out. Thanks for tuning in today. For those of you in chat, no, thank you. If you are out there in chat, show a little bit of love in chat as we go around, and all of you can tell us where we can find you online. Thank you all as well for the bits and the donations today as we work towards filling that vengeance bar. Hopefully we'll have it filled up by next week. That'd be pretty great. Thank you, Snow Dog, for that donation. All right, cool. I'll go last. So, Saverick, you're up first.
Okay. I've been Saverick. I've been your game master today and your best friend. You can find me on my own channel at twitch.tv/Saverick on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm running a Planescape 5th edition campaign. Let's see, next Wednesday, actually, you can find me on Wandering DM's channel, where I'm going to be playing one of my NPCs from that game.
Oh, cool.
So they'll be doing a tarot card reading for him, sort of learning some of his backstory and what makes him tick as a villain.
You know what? One of my players just did this. It was very cool for my Coriolis campaign. It's really neat. Yeah, Joey came over. Very cool.
Other than that, that's all I personally have going on. So I'll pass it on to the next person.
Cool. We'll just move over to Adam. You're up.
Hi, everybody. I'm Adam. So you can catch me over on Fridays on Soul Bear RPG. We're nearing the end of a very long campaign. My character, who was previously disintegrated by an angry primordial god, is once again back up and running. His kids are fine. They're hanging out with Elminster, so it's all good. But yeah, no, it's a really fun campaign, and we're gonna go save the world now. And Wednesdays is Yardal Wolf Age over on Thread Raiders, which is a Ragnarok end of the world. Great fun time. They're currently hanging out in basically pirate capital. Which is great because I got to make a really creepy old pirate captain hag, which they're going to have to deal with. Very fun NPC. And that's it for the moment. But yeah.
Cool.
That's it.
Very nice. I think that takes us down to Jess.
Hey. So I'm Jess. You can find me mostly just look on Twitter because I'm in a number of things. I'm in some podcasts. I stream on my channel over at Little Cup of Joe on Twitch at very late at night on the weekends around 10 p.m. Pacific. I stream visual
Ooh.
novels and JRPGs. And I'm on Off the Table this season running Godsend every other Wednesday. Pro is in that game as well.
Nice.
So we just started and it's very dramatic already.
Cool. Well, I just dropped for all of you in chat. I just dropped everybody's Twitter links right there. So easy click, easy click. And speaking of Pro,
Yeah, super great game as always. Love playing with this group, love this game, really enjoying it. I so much fun. Great to be sassy Alf. This is great. I am Pro Starter. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, all over the same name. I messed it up, but it's just my name, Pro Starter. I mean a bunch of stuff. Check me there. Hit the link. Yeah.
all right then. Cool. And I'm Dot. Everybody, if you have shown up today, thank you so much for popping in, for sharing your love, and for our crazy shenanigans today, which they never fail to ensue with this group. So, like I said, we'll be making an announcement whether it's next week or the following, so just be on the lookout in either the Discord or over on social media for whether or not, and I will do this here. If you're not in the Discord, now you can. So pop on over there. We have a channel actually for this show and the Dragon Age RPG. If you would prefer, you can always follow on social and you'll see when we post about that. And when we're gonna close out this little game, bringing it around. Thanks, Crit Witch. It was good RP today. Pro had a pretty little fantastic moment there. I think it was a little, it broke my little heart. It broke my little heart. Not that Pro's not done that before, but it's fine. It's fine. You can find me online as well.
Done that before.
Yes, never. I'm all over the place doing all kinds of things. Most importantly, though, we have a new show coming to the Dotlet. It was supposed to come last week, and then the flu. This week, on Tuesday, we actually have a brand new show starting called Heim, which is using the North Sea Epilogues campaign and is an all-female cast in a Vikings, like a Mystic Vikings setting. So before we kind of roll out today, I thought we'd play that trailer one more time to get everybody hyped for that. And then we're going to go raid a friend because we need to go share all this Sunday love somewhere else. So let's see. Who alive? Oh, I see a couple people. Well, it looks like Blue Jay is actually playing Dragon Age Origins, so it looks like that's probably our best raid. So we're gonna play the trailer. It's gonna play out into the Dotlet trailer, and then we'll pan over and go show some love to Blue Jay. Make sure you hang around long enough to share a kind thought or word before you leave. We want to continue, like I said, all of the love today. So here we go. Let's take a peek at this trailer if I can find it. Here we go!